I'm now going to work on making my bookmark. For that, I'm going to need my needle, the 2 rectangles for the bookmark. I'm going to use 2 different embroidery patterns, the baseball bat and the baseball, which I've actually traced and resized, and then my thread. I'm going to try tracing the baseball. I'd like to use it more than once, so I want to be able to have it as a practice and as a good one. But I also would like to use it for the bookmark, and this one doesn't quite fit on the bookmark. So I'm actually going to trace it and try to make it a little bit smaller than the original so that it fits on the bookmark better. This is really thin paper on purpose. It'll embroider easier, and you can also use it to trace. So I can see my lines for the baseball, but I'm actually going to draw just inside those lines so that it'll end up actually being smaller. And use a pencil so that I can erase it if I need to. Evenly right inside those lines. The baseball's a pretty easy one to try to do smaller. Something like the unicorn would probably be a little more difficult, but this one's pretty basic. So I can actually make it to the size that I want. There, and now I can cut this one. The embroidery is going to go on the smaller of the 2 rectangles. I'm going to put my baseball up here. Make sure with the bookmark, because it's a thin, small piece, that your design actually fits on it. I'm going to tape it. Thread your needle by making sure your strands are all together and flat. And then put them right through that hole on your needle. Cut it with the scissors if you need to make a nice clean cut. Tie off the end by wrapping twice around your finger, and then roll it off with your thumb and pull it tight. And I'm going to start my stitches. Start anywhere along the line that you want. A few pokes to get it in the right spot. And go about 1/8 of an inch up on your line. And then go about 1/8 of an inch ahead of that stitch. And then go backwards to meet the other stitch. Up in this hole, a few pokes to get it in the right spot. Eighth of an inch up. Watch your fingers underneath so you don't poke them. And go up ahead and go backwards. Forwards, backwards the whole way. See, I made nice even stitches all the way around the outside of the circle, and it looks just as neat on the other side. Now I'm going to tie it off, slipping my needle under one of the stitches, and then through the loop. And do that 2 times to keep my thread and stitches in place. Trim off just a little tail. Now I'm going to switch over to the red to do the inside of my baseball. You can choose any colors you want for your designs, as many colors as you want. This could just as easily be a softball with the right color thread. All up to you to make your design anything you want. take the paper off, holding the stitches down with my thumb and pulling the outside paper off along those perforations that I made with my needle. And then find a good one on the inside, fold it so you can get a piece to grab onto. If you need to use your needle to pull it up, that works too. Just watch out for your fingers. And always make sure to hold down those stitches so you don't pull them out. Use the needle to pull these little pieces out. Get a hold of it, you can pull it. Just pull out all these little pieces that are going to stay stuck behind. Just carefully work your way around. My baseball is done. Now I'm going to add the bat for my second design. I'm going to want to line it up and match it up to the other one. Tape across it and then go ahead and do my stitching. Right now, as I'm trying to pull my thread through, it's knotting up in the back, so I'm just going to give it a little tug. Try and pull everything back out again. Loosen everything back up so I can finish pulling it. I see my tail is actually getting too close to my working thread, so I'm going to pull it out just a little bit, let it come out of the needle. Come out of the needle just a little bit. Other than that, I keep my finger right over that hole, the eye of the needle, to hold the thread in. Whenever I grab my needle, I make sure my finger goes right to that spot. This time it looked like my thread actually got caught around my bookmark, so I'm just going to give it a pull back out so I can untangle it and I can finish pulling it through. On the baseball bat, I actually decided it's going to be easier to do those inside lines without the paper. So it's a lot easier to pull the paper off. So I'm just doing it on my own. You can certainly do that as an option anytime. You can even make your own designs if you want. So I've got all of my embroidery done. I really like to personalize stuff when I make them, so I have my son's initials and numbers there. Now I am going to put the two pieces together. So you're going to lay your smaller rectangle on top of the big rectangle, and it should make a nice border around the outside, and then we're going to stitch them together. As always, you want the knot to be hidden. So we're going to put it through just the top layer to start with. And I've chosen a color that matches this rectangle, but you can do one that stands out as well. Now we're just going to be stitching along the side, doing what is called straight stitch. This one's really easy. We're just going to make a stitch, and then we're going to come up about 1/8 of an inch and make another one, except we're going to keep going forward, so it's actually going to skip a few stitches. So unlike the embroidery stitch, they're not going to necessarily connect. They can connect if you want to, but for this we're just going to make it quick and easy and skip stitches. You want to keep them nice and straight and nice and even. The stitch should be the same length as the part you skip, and they should always be straight. Coming up from the bottom, and then down from the top. Just keep going like this all the way around. I've gone all the way around. You can see my stitches all the way around. So the two pieces are well attached. The back looks nice and neat. And now I'm going to tie it off, just like I do with everything else. Under the stitch, through the loop. Under the stitch and through the loop. But something special for this one, to make sure to hide that tail, I'm going to, right at that stitch, slip my needle underneath between the two layers, so it's right between those two layers, and then I'm going to come up like a ½ an inch up or so, like this, and then trim it right at the fabric level. Wiggle, make sure that goes back in. Now, pull it out. Now that tail is hidden and you can't even see the knot. So my bookmark is finished. These are a really quick and easy project. They make great gifts. Quick and easy afternoon to have it finished.